What if the life you dreamed of was the very thing that was breaking you? From sold-out shows to red carpet smiles, we see the glamour, we see the perfection. But behind the curtain, some of the world's biggest stars are hitting a breaking point. And what happens when the price of that fame becomes too much to bear? From the outside, a celebrity's life looks like a fantasy. Millions of adoring fans, endless opportunities, and the kind of wealth that seems like it could solve any problem. But lately, something has started to shift. More and more, the stars we look up to are pulling back the curtain on a much darker reality. We're talking about panic attacks that stop sold-out shows and depression that can end a career. This isn't about gossip. This is about a mental health crisis that's been brewing in plain sight for years. So what's really going on behind the picture-perfect lives of the rich and famous? And why does it suddenly feel like everyone is breaking down at once? Section 1, the pressure of fame. To really get what's happening, you first have to understand the world these stars are living in. Fame today is a totally different beast than it was even a decade ago. It's a 24/7 job with no off switch. The constant pressure isn't just from paparazzi anymore. It's from millions of people on social media dissecting every photo, every word, every single choice. Just imagine having your worst moments, your mistakes, and even your appearance treated like public property. Ryan Reynolds, who we all know for his quick wit, has been incredibly open about his lifelong struggle with anxiety, blaming a lot of it on the intense pressure of fame. He says his mind is like a shutter speed, snapping pictures of a million different things at once. That internal chaos gets cranked up to 11 by the external chaos of celebrity life, creating a perfect storm for a mental health crisis. It's a relentless pressure cooker, and eventually, that lid is going to blow. Section 2, Simone Biles, the breaking point seen around the world. If you want a perfect example of this breaking point, look no further than Simone Biles at the Tokyo Olympics. Hailed as the greatest gymnast of all time, she was carrying the weight of her team, her country, and the world's expectations on her shoulders. We all watched, expecting another flawless, gravity-defying performance. But then, the unthinkable happened. Mid-competition, Biles withdrew. At first, it was called a physical injury, but the truth was way more complex. She was suffering from the twisties, a terrifying mental block where a gymnast completely loses their sense of space in the air. But more than that, she was protecting her own mind. Biles later spoke with incredible honesty about the immense mental toll. She'd been battling depression and was regularly seeing a psychologist. In a statement that sent shockwaves everywhere, she said, "I say, put mental health first. Because if you don't, then you're not going to enjoy your sport and you're not going to succeed as much as you want to." By stepping back from the world's biggest stage, Simone Biles didn't just save herself, she sent a powerful message that no prize is worth your mental well-being. It was a moment that redefined what strength really looks like for an entire generation. Section 3, Tom Holland, the mask slips. He plays one of the most beloved superheroes on the planet, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man who always saves the day. But the man behind the mask, Tom Holland, found himself in a fight he couldn't win with superpowers. Recently, Holland has been refreshingly open about his own struggles, showing a vulnerability that is connected with millions. For him, the breaking point came from a few different places. First, there was the crushing weight of social media. In 2022, he told his millions of followers he was deleting Instagram and Twitter because they had become overstimulating and overwhelming. He talked about how he would spiral when reading things about himself online, saying it was very detrimental to his mental state. But his struggles ran even deeper. While filming the intense series The Crowded Room, the role started to bleed into his real life. He remembered having a bit of a meltdown at home and feeling this intense urge to shave his head just to get away from the character. That experience was so draining that he announced he was taking a year off from acting to recover. On top of all that, Holland revealed he was definitely addicted to alcohol. a realization that really scared him. He felt enslaved to drinking and has since gotten sober, calling it the best thing he's ever done. His story shows us a powerful truth. That smiling hero we see on screen is often a performance, and the pressure to keep that mask on can be absolutely crushing. Section 4, Pete Davidson and Demi Lovato, living with mental illness. For some stars, the fight isn't just with the pressure of fame, it's with a diagnosed mental illness they have to navigate every single day in the spotlight. Pete Davidson, the SNL alum known for his raw, self-deprecating humor, has been brutally honest about his diagnosis of bipolar disorder and ongoing battle with depression. His struggles have led him to check into rehab on more than one occasion in recent years, sometimes forcing him to cancel shows. It's a sharp reminder that mental illness doesn't care how successful you are. Pete's willingness to publicly get help, even when it costs him professionally, puts a real face on the messy, up-and-down road to recovery. In the same way, singer Demi Lovato has been a powerful voice for mental health for over a decade. They've been incredibly open about their bipolar disorder diagnosis, as well as their battles with addiction and eating disorders. Lovato said that getting the diagnosis was actually a relief because it finally gave them a way to understand their struggles and find a path to getting better. Their journey, which they've shared bravely with fans, shows that a diagnosis isn't a life sentence. It's the starting point for taking control of your health. Section 5. Ariana Grande, The Quiet Struggle. While some stories involve dramatic public breaking points, others reveal a quieter, more insidious struggle that plagues countless stars behind their red carpet smiles. Depression and anxiety are rampant in an industry built on rejection and constant comparison. Pop superstar Ariana Grande has spoken about how her anxiety and depression have been so severe at times that she's had to cancel performances. She's been clear that while making music is a passion, the pressure of perfection and the scrutiny of fame can often drain the joy out of it. Grande has used her platform to advocate for mental health awareness, emphasizing therapy, self-care, and the importance of speaking openly about struggles. Her story is a reminder that sometimes the most successful, happiest-seeming people are carrying invisible battles, and the courage to admit it publicly can make all the difference for fans going through the same thing. What these stories show us is that fame doesn't shield you from mental illness. It often magnifies it. Behind every glamorous photo and every standing ovation, there are human beings fighting battles we can't always see. But the shift happening now is historic. Celebrities are no longer hiding their struggles. They're using their platforms to break the stigma around mental health. Whether it's Simone Biles walking away from Olympic gold, Tom Holland taking a year off at the peak of his career, or Ariana Grande admitting she can't always keep performing, these moments are redefining what strength and success really mean. The takeaway for all of us? That mental health is not a weakness, and taking care of it might be the most powerful thing you'll ever do.